And today we are going to create an interactive virtual classroom using Google Slide. Now, I originally did this as I was doing my virtual professional developments for my staff, and just thought, what were some ways to really get them excited and more engaged in the PDS aside from just sitting and staring at a screen on Zoom. So we are going to just show you kind of the basics of what it is, and hopefully you've already taken some time and you've explored using Bitmoji and as well as Canva in your classroom to start to brand your classroom. And so that is how we are going to start. Two things that you're going to need. We're going to be using Google Slides. So here I am on my main Google screen, and I like to start from the very beginning for those who are the brand new users. You can just open up a browser, a new tab in Chrome. I recommend using Chrome with Google Apps. It just works more seamlessly. And this is the Google home screen. Again, I've bookmarked a lot of my frequently used websites here, and over here on this top, I have my frequently used extensions. You can also click on the waffle over here, and that will also bring you down your menu. And then you also have your most frequently used apps here, or you can actually add a shortcut if you want to. So I'm gonna just open up a couple of tabs. First one is gonna be slides, okay? And we're gonna do a blank, presentation. I'm gonna actually go ahead and just delete this because we are going to add our background in a minute. I'm gonna just give it a title. I'm gonna call this my interactive virtual classroom. And the next window I am going to open is going to be our Canva, okay? If you're not familiar with Canva, if you take a look in our Google Classroom, there will be a link to Canva where you can create your free account. Please note that I actually have the upgraded account, and so there are some features that I have access to that you may not have access to in your free account. But if you're totally into being creative and really want to get into customizing your virtual classroom, it's totally worth the investment. I think it's about $12 and some change per month for the Pro feature. So what we are going to do is, here when you log into Canva, it has some templates already set up with the correct dimensions. So I'm gonna just select presentation. Okay, and then they also have templates here if you want to get started with the template. I am going to just use a blank template here. A blank canvas. And I was a former art teacher for 10 years, so let's have some fun and let's create an interactive art classroom. Okay, so what I want to do is, the first thing I want to add is a backdrop. So first, I'm going to search here. Again, I have the Pro, so I can search. Let me see. These are in elements. Let me go to photos. Okay, so I just put in a Vincent van Gogh art. I'm gonna see, they only have a couple things here. I don't really like what I see. So I'm gonna go to my trusty Google. Excuse me. All right, I like this one. Oh. Actually, you want to make sure you find free stuff. So I'm going to just save this image. I'm going to save it to my downloads. Okay. And now I can go to my uploads. I'm going to add this. And again, if you're not familiar with Canva, I have a separate training on the basics of Canva. Go ahead and make sure you check it out. And again, if you have any questions, you can put it in the Q&A or in the chat. So now that I have it, I'm going to just adjust it to fit here. I can change the transparency of it. Since it is going to be a background, I'm going to just make it a little bit lighter. And trying to think if I want to add anything else here on this background. I want to do my heading. So I'm going to go over here to text, and I am going to click on a template. I love templates. And fun fact, my background is actually in graphic design. I have a degree in art with a minor in graphic design. And so I am very capable of doing all this using the fancy and sometimes expensive graphic design applications such as Photoshop, Illustrator, but this is so much more convenient for me. I can whip something out in a matter of seconds. Welcome to our, with this here, like the, actually I want this to be a little bit smaller. So I'm gonna ungroup these. And again, this is why I love Canva, because you can start with a template and then you can totally make it your own. Okay, I'm gonna change the colors. I wanna bring in some of the colors that are in the painting. Let's do like a nice pretty blue. Yep, and then let me see, what do I want? Actually, I'm gonna just keep with, I wanna copy this. Okay, maybe I want to copy it again and make one of them blue. And I'm gonna change this one to the back to just try to kind of create a little drop shot. So did you see how quick I was able to just do that? This is why Canva, I love Canva so much. And then I'm gonna just title it Art Class Background. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna download it. By default, it's gonna put it as a PDF, but I need it to be a PNG or a JPEG so that I can go ahead and upload it into our Google Classroom. I'm sorry, to our Google Slides. All right, so now that that is saved, I'm gonna go ahead and just close out some of the windows because I don't need them anymore. And we're back here to our interactive classroom. So the very first thing I'm gonna do is go ahead and make that my background. Okay, so I'm gonna upload, I can drag and drop the file directly into it. It's there, and that's there. So I love making this a background because now I don't have to worry about it moving around as I start to add the other elements to my classroom slide. Now, you could have created everything in Canva and then brought that whole image in, the final image in, and then just add your links. But if you don't want to use Canva, you don't have to. Google has tons of graphics and clip art available for you. And you don't even have to worry about that. So let me do a quick check because I realized I shared this in our group, but I want to make sure that I share the link so people can pop in if they want to. Give me 1 second. Okay, so that is there, and one more yet. And here, and fantastic. All right, back to where we were. So now that I'm here, the first thing I want to do is add a my picture. So if you have your Bitmoji extension installed, you can go ahead and just click on it. If you're not sure about that, there's a training video. I believe it is day 2 of the 10-day challenge where we talk about Google Chrome and the top 10 extensions that I've used. And so I'm gonna search for art in here. Oh, look at that. They've got some my favorite artist ever, Salvador Dali. I'm gonna add him here. And all I have to do is just take it and drag and drop. And it's gonna put me right here. Okay, so that is there. Let's say I want to link to a video lesson. So I'm gonna go to insert image and search the web. And this is the cool part here. I wanna look for, let's say, Dali paintings. Okay, that'll work. Dali paintings. And this is interesting. We've got some, okay, I like this one because this is actually a photo of him, and I'm going to insert this picture here. I'm going to resize it. Okay. And I'm going to put this here, and maybe I want to do like text. I want to put meet the artist. And one thing you can do is if you kind of know what you have planned for your interactive classroom beforehand, and you'll have like all your links and things together, this will be a lot faster. I wanted to just show you all the process of how you can just do a couple things. Okay, so I'm not going to do the whole slide. So here, what I would do is I would either have a web page. It could be a Wikipedia. Okay, there's the Salvador Dali Museum. So maybe I will put here, meet the artist. I'm going to duplicate that text box. I'm going to put visit his museum. Visit the Dali Museum. Okay, let's center that. And then what I would do is I would take and create a link here. Okay, oops, I forgot I copied that, so let me go back. Copy here, go back, copy that link, apply, okay. I wanna change that color because it's hard to read with that backdrop, so there we go. Visit the Dali Museum, meet the artist. So maybe I wanna look for YouTube and let's search. And here's a documentary. Okay, so part 1 of 2. So then maybe I want to go ahead and click on that. As a teacher, we definitely want to pre-scan the links. So I'm gonna just go ahead and say I've pre-scanned it. I like that. I'm gonna go ahead and then link that video. to here, okay? Change that color again. Okay, so now we've got Meet the Artist, Visit the Museum. Maybe if I want to look for my favorites, oh, actually, I want to make this. I would link this to my favorite painting, which is The Persistence of Memory. Images. Okay. Okay. So then when my students click on that, okay, it would take them to a link. Something else I probably would do would be maybe I want to do a step by step. Let's see if they even have one. Perfect. How to paint the persistence of memory. Okay, again, you would want to definitely screen this video, but for sake here, maybe I'm gonna put well, first let's go ahead and do the link so I don't lose that. Okay, and then I want to look for an image, search the web of a painting canvas. Let's do a blank canvas. Perfect. So I like this one, but let's see what else did they have. You may also I have to keep in mind my backdrop too. Let's see if this one is PNG. I don't like that. Let's try again. I want to insert an image, search the web, PNG. Let's see what this one is. Nope. Come on, Google. Help me out. Search the web, PNG. Let's see, what is this bad boy gonna do? There we go. I like that. Okay, so I'm gonna just put this here, and then my text I'm gonna edit is I want it to say create your painting. Create your own painting. Okay, I'm gonna resize it so that it will fit here. Center it. I'm gonna change the text color, oops, to match my theme of my. Okay, let's do like a blue, a bright blue. Okay. Oops. Okay. Okay, I want this. Now I need to bring it to the front. Arrange, order, bring to the front. Okay, create your own painting. So my students will know, and I can also link that object to it as well. That way, if they click on the link or they click on the picture, it will take them to that. Sometimes I always like to just hide some random stuff in here. So let's say I have maybe a couple of, because this is an art class, if I had a couple of pieces of artwork that I created that were inspired by Salvador Dali, then maybe, I would hide some things here. Sometimes I will put, I would just hide different things in here. Maybe there's a music playlist. So let's say I want to put, actually, I think there is another Bitmoji in here of a person painting. Yeah, right here. So I'm gonna take and drop me in here again. I'm gonna resize me. And I am actually going to flip this. So it looks like I'm painting on this canvas. I believe that is, you go to rotate, flip horizontally, and there you go. So now I've got me there. And then I would probably hide here a link to maybe my personal art gallery where I would have my Salvador Dali inspired paintings. Oftentimes I like to link music. So like if you have a Pandora playlist, music. Okay, now it gives you the option to share. So I'm gonna just copy the link here, and then I'm gonna go back to my classroom, and then maybe I'm gonna search for like music speakers. Oh, come on. PNG, of course, because I want, yeah. This is cool here. I've used this before. Put that there. And can just put it in the corner. Actually, I don't want to put it too close to this one because I don't want the students to get it mixed up. And then go here. I'm going to press V. I'm going to apply it there. And so then you have, let's say this is done, okay? You want to go ahead and you have this saved to your drive and you want to pop it in your Google Classroom. So I'm going to just close out all of these. I'm going to open up a new tab. I'm going to go to my classroom. Okay, I have a sample art Google Classroom set up, and it could be here. You could do it under classwork. It could be posted to the stream. You can add it to Google Drive. It'll pop right up there in recent. You would click add, and you can say, check out our virtual art interactive. Oh, you say, just to check out our virtual classroom for today's art lesson. Okay, and you would go ahead and post it to your stream. You could also post it as an assignment where every student would get a copy of this. And then when the students go to open it up, they don't even have to be in present mode for it to work. But if it's in present mode, then obviously, you know, all of the links will be live. You do that, it would take you to the YouTube video. Okay, you would click on this, it would take you to the museum. The students would click on this and it would take them to the website that has my favorite painting. The sky is the limit as to what you can do to really utilize this feature. For math classes, you can link to maybe some math demo videos that someone else has already created. If it is science, it could be a science experiment video. It can be videos that you create yourself and then you link them to here as well. You could do the virtual your school, an interactive school slide, and then you could link to videos. So let's say you've got a school library and the students would click on that and maybe the librarian is reading them a story for the week. Your counselor, maybe your counselor, they click on that link and your counselor is doing a video, some type of social emotional activity. Maybe it's the PE coach and the PE coach is linked to some type of interactive workout video. So the sky is the limit. It could be they link to the speaker, and the speaker would then play maybe your student council announcements. Um, just think outside of the box with this. Um, if it were for an English class, maybe you have a bookshelf. I've done that before, where you have your bookshelf, and your bookshelf has titles of different books. And then when they click on it, it will link to maybe the audio book of that particular selection. It could link to maybe the movie version of it. Um, so just think about different things you could do to really engage your students and your staff, even parents. Maybe this is your interactive parent newsletter, as opposed to having them read whatever you have on screen. Maybe you've got some video, like a video from the counselor, video from different teachers, whatever it may be. It could be a video of maybe an external website that you found very interesting, that you would want to share with your parents. So I hope that this was very, very helpful for you all. I would love to see what you come up with. If you create your interactive classroom and you want to get some feedback, or even want to share with us, just put the link to the Google Slide document in the comment section, and we can collaborate and get ideas from others. I will drop the link to this slide in the comment section as well, if you guys want to play around with it, and as I come up with more things to add to it, you can take a look at it as well. Again, thank you for joining me.